What is up, everybody? I am RPM Nexus, and welcome back to another live stream where today we're going to be doing live channel shoutouts as well as mobile device topics, and as well answering any of your mobile device questions if you have any. So first and foremost, before we hop into all the really cool stuff with the stream, what I need you guys to do is one solid favor is look down below, hit the subscribe and that bell notification, and you will be happy that you do so, because everything on this channel is definitely where tech matters, and I can't wait to hop in all the really cool topics today. As I mentioned on social media, is that I have been going over a few topics, and we're going to be talking about how to protect your phone from viruses and stuff like that, how to protect your phone like in depth instead of just by cases, you know, because everybody knows protecting your case, well, not your case, but your mobile devices, the best way to do it is get your, I guess, phone cases and stuff like that. I've already talked about that in the past, so we're going to touch on some new stuff, and now today we are going to be talking about, and the shadow of this pillow is like right there, so I got to take the pillow away. There, the pillow is gone. What is up, Hybrid Still? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you are here. And I see that we have 2 more people that has joined. Thank you for stopping by as well. Glad to see all of you are here. So, first and foremost, I want to mention to you guys the way the shout out works. If you look down in the description, there is some rules to the shout outs, and as well, to get a channel shout out, all you have to do is drop hashtag shout out just like this in the chat. Just like that, all you have to do is hashtag shoutout, and you will get a channel shoutout. And as I do every single Sunday, I pull 5 channels from my subscription, the channels that I'm subscribed to, and some of these are useful channels, like, you know, Brian G. Johnson, Nick Nimmin, D. Nimmin, all your helpful channels. And then also on top of that, I got a lot of like regular channels that I subscribe to, you know, like Viper and Zach Talks Tech, and then you got like Jigging with Jordan, then you got like every day is a holiday, stuff like that. I get other channels out there for you to see them and let you see how they are and what they look like, and maybe you might go and subscribe to them. All the channel links will be dropped into the chat for you to click on them to take you to those channels if you feel like it. If not, that is cool. So it's whatever you guys want to do. And Hybrid Still, I have got you in the queue for the channel shout out, my friend. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today in the world of the internet, or the world that you're living in? How's everybody doing today? I have actually got some bottled water here to keep my mouth wet and everything. I do know one thing is that, you know, it's been off kind of weekend when D and Nick's not live on Saturday, and then Nick tried to go live, then he didn't have the internet, and then today D didn't go live, and as well as Nick, both haven't gone live just yet, and Professor Nez hasn't gone live. So there is only one live stream, and that's me. I know VIP Man, he is also live at the same time. Good luck on your live stream, VIP Man. I hope it goes well for you guys. But let's go ahead, let's jump into a few things. Let's go ahead and talk about the Discord. I do have a Discord channel, and that thing is super awesome. I have some really cool people in there. I have Hybrid Still in there. I have D-Nimmin in there. I have Tube Techie. I have Groovy Gaming. I have some really cool creators in there. If you're down with like the social media aspect and just want to get more in depth on the community and everything, just hop on over there, and you guys will definitely be happy that you've done so. And then on top of that, I do have a Facebook group. It's not like super keen and super like out there just yet. I mean, there's a few of us in there, so if you want to be down with that, you are more welcome to hit the link for the Facebook group. That is also going to be in the description. And if Nightbot is working properly, he will be dropping links to it as well in the chat. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into some mobile device questions. If you have some mobile device questions, drop your question in the chat. And far as mobile device questions, I know quite a bit about how certain phones work. I know how, like, why your battery is not functioning right, stuff like that. Cameras. I know the inner workings of your mobile devices. The only thing that I don't, like, have a keen on. Okay, sweet. Hybrid Still, as you can see, Hybrid Still is in the chat. And as I mentioned, he may, well, not as I mentioned, as he mentioned, he may go live today. Yeah, so let's, as I mentioned, as far as mobile device topics, it's just, not topics, questions and answers. I can answer pretty much a little bit about the apps that you may be using, but today's mobile device topics, it will be about APK apps and why they are a bad thing for you to download. Some of them may be good, but in all generality, APK apps are definitely a bad thing, and I've known a few people that's come across them and download them, and they're just not good apps. And then we also will be talking about, like I said, how to protect your phone more in depth as far as like protection on malware and stuff like that, and you know, just in general, just kind of that kind of thing. And then we'll get into trivia, which you will be winning a sticker, an RPM sticker. I haven't even put one of these on my truck yet to see how well it does within the sunlight. I doubt it's not going to last long because it's like super black. But that is the sticker that somebody will be winning today. And as I said, towards the end of the month, when all the live streams are over with, I will tally up who's got the most answers right throughout the month, and that person will win a pillow. And you never know, the next month I will figure out what the next thing is going to be for somebody to win. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to get in all the really cool stuff. What is up, MMA Pixels? Thank you for stopping by. Glad you are here. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's dive into a few things to mobile device topics. But if you have any questions about mobile devices, feel free to drop it in the chat, and we'll definitely be able to answer as we go along. And then as far as like the tips and everything I got for you guys today, if you have questions about that, just drop it in the chat, and I'll definitely be able to answer that as well. So let's talk about the APK apps and what are they? What are APK apps? A lot of people don't know what APK apps are, and I've got the gist. I got everything for you. It's basically an Android package. This basically is the package file format used by Android operating system for distribution and installation of mobile apps and mild middleware. APK files are analogous to other software packages such as APPX and Microsoft Windows or Debian package and Debian-based operating system. To make an APK file, that kind of things, APK files can be installed on Android-powered devices, just like installing software on a PC. When a user downloads and installs an Android application from either an official source or an unofficial site. So basically, what it's talking about is that why is mobile phone more expensive than a mid-range gaming PC? Still, that's a good question. I don't know why. It's just I did have a Galaxy S8 and it wasn't super expensive, but you know, I've downgraded to this right here. It's a Motorola E5 and it does what I need to do. It makes my phone calls, it takes pictures when I need them, but it's not the highest quality of photo taking. But hey, I can live with it until I get more money and be able to buy myself a phone or something in the near future. But APK apps, they could be harmful and yet good at the same time. And basically what APK apps are, they are like mild versions to like other apps. So like say Adobe, I'm not too sure what the, not Adobe, let's say Snapseed. You know, you got like the paid versions to Snapseed and stuff like that, and then you also have the free version, and people just basically copy that, and then there's a lot of other stuff that'll be missing. As you know from D Nimen's stream, he talks about APK apps quite a bit, so that's something. Yeah, most definitely MMA Pixels. That is definitely right. You could definitely get cars less than a phone nowadays, and it's pretty cool that the chat in the Streamlabs is actually working. Usually it doesn't work. It's just weird that it's working now. I don't know what is different than before. Get a contract phone. It's just easier instead of buying one outright. Yeah, I did that before with Sprint with the contract. It's just it's a lot of money. Either way, just buying it outright where I ain't got to deal with people and that whatever it is. But this phone was free, so that's basically how I dealt with it. With the company I'm with now, which is Metro PC, is basically one of those kind of pay as you kind of go kind of things. So if you don't pay the bill, it doesn't like affect you or anything like that. You can cancel anytime you want. So that's basically why I got this. So with this company, you had to buy the phones outright. But I did find a site that kind of, it may be helpful for me and my wife to get us a phone, and it's going to be pretty interesting. I got to find out like the legitimacy of this particular website to see how it is and everything. But back to the APK apps. The APK apps is, like I said, they're basically a stolen version of whatever your most popular apps are out there. And basically what these do, they give you all sorts of stuff, but they leave out the critical stuff that you may need with these apps. You know, it's like say Snapseed, you're sitting there using the APK app and it doesn't have like transitions, and then the actual version does have transitions. It's just small little things that are not going to be in there. And then on top of the APK apps, they can steal your information because there are like illegal downloads, illegal makes of these particular files, and that they can get your information easily. They can steal a bunch of information off your phone. They can steal like your I guess you say credit card numbers if you got them stored on your phone. They can steal like they can steal anything, your photos, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind as you're downloading APK files or apps and stuff like that. That is definitely not the way to go. You want to stay clear way as possible from APK files. So when I'm downloading games and apps on my phone, I look into it, I look at reviews and see what it is. I kind of try to stay with more of the popular reviews, you know, like stuff with a 5.0, 4.6, something that's got a high review rate that makes the app kind of stand out, you know. So that is basically how I judge to get my apps. My daughter has this habit of just downloading any games on her phone and without really going into in-depth on her phone. So I have to kind of monitor her phone, what she downloads, so I can make sure it is safe for her phone, because as I mentioned, it is a child's phone. And yes, I know a lot of people say, why is your child got a phone? Well, it's just case of emergencies, you know, like there's going to be times where I'm at work, she may get home before me, so she'll have to have a way for me to get in contact with her or her mom or situations like that. You know, it's easier for us to call her with, we don't have house phones because there's really no reason to have a house phone when you got mobile devices. But anyways, so let me get a swig of water here. But yeah, APK files are definitely not something you want to go with. Got a question. Most definitely, I would definitely get back to you guys ASAP. So if you haven't already done so, be sure to do me a quick solid favor to share it out across Twitter and everything. Let people know that I am live. That will help bring more people in. As I mentioned, we do have trivia going on today, and we'll be doing live channel shoutouts. Just kind of note that into whatever. But anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's drop right into how to protect your privacy on your mobile devices. This is a lot of things a lot of people don't go in depth on, is how to protect your phone from like your privacy on your phone. You know, it's not something people think about with a phone, but there is a lot of reasons why you should think about protecting your privacy on your phone. Because if you remember all the stuff that's going on with Apple, with the cloud being hacked, and then, you know, like I mentioned just a second ago about the APK files, those are something else. What is up, Midnight Madness? Thank you for stopping by. Glad you are here, and I'm glad that the chat in Streamlabs is working, because I can see it right here, and then you gotta like click on like the live dashboard just to see the live chat. Alright, so let's look at the very first thing. These days, smartphones are one-stop payment, personal health, work, gaming, and productivity, texting, tweeting, Facebook checking machine. We use them to do just about everything from mobile banking to navigating new places to emailing out last-minute notes on a project. But whether it's hacked browsers, petty thieves at the coffee shop, or your own tendencies to lose electronics in cabs, hey, it happens to the best of us. I know I've lost a phone in the past. I know I've had a phone stolen right out of my work. I've dropped a phone before. Using your smartphone as a centralized source for all your information comes with big risk, and the more you connect and store, the more you stand to lose. In fact, in the last year alone, at least 7.1 million phones were lost or stolen. That is crazy. 7.1 million stolen phones. That's probably gone up a lot more this year as well. That is just crazy to know that 7 million phones were lost or stolen. It's just crazy. It's like, but I guess it's the world. That's bad news, not only for individuals, but for countless businesses as well, particularly if they have BYOD policies, because each individual phone and carrier really varies on the level of security. It's no wonder then that so many individuals' businesses are starting to take mobile security seriously. Let's take a look at a few steps that could keep your mobile device and phone and wealth of personal data secure. Okay, the very first one is probably going to be the most common sense one. As I know, I use it on my phone, and my wife, she doesn't use it, and my daughter doesn't use it either. I'm going to have to get them to start using this particular protection. Alright, I got you here. Let me get you right here, Mr. Midnight Madness. I got you in the queue for the live shout-out portion of today's live stream. When we get to it, and I want to go to my new chat scene. There we go, so that we can see the chat up in there. And I've got to redo my uh-oh. Hey, look, it's the serial killer. Ha ha ha. It's the serial killer. Anyways, so the very first thing is use a passcode. This may sound obvious, but according to the Consumer Report survey, 64% of us don't use passcodes. For the record, using the factory set passcode totally doesn't count. Quite frankly, not using a passcode is a horrible idea. You're essentially handing over all your personal information to anyone who swipes your phone. When you set up a passcode, use the same security measures you would any other device, such as not using your birthday or social security number for your passcode, and definitely not 1234. Never share your passcode with anyone, even if they ask nicely or give you sad puppy eyes. Don't reuse passwords from other sites or devices. While this is a subject of debate, most experts think it's best to go with a PIN rather than swipe patterns, as the chances of guessing a PIN are much lower than guessing a pattern. But hey, if it gets you locking your phone, either choice is fine. I have a I have it right here. I have the pattern on my phone, and I've generally kind of changed this up quite a bit so people won't know what it is. My other phone is also locked with a pattern, so that is something that you want to keep in mind. It is one of the most obvious things, and you know, if you're like me that has a spouse, sometimes they wonder why you lock your phone, because they think you're protecting something, think you're protecting from another mistress or something like that. But that's not the case. We all want to protect our phone as much as possible, and using a passcode is probably one of the things, one of the obvious things, one of the most common sense things is to use. So just in case you do lose your phone, that person won't be able to get into your phone without like guessing the passcode or just kind of breaking it. I don't know how they would do it, but you know, passcodes kind of help with a lot of things. I'm curious to know how many of you that are in the chat now, how many of you use a passcode for your mobile device? I'm just curious to see how many of you actually use the passcode to lock your phone or whatnot. But most watched video is my most watched video now, because it was such a good event. Yeah, that's a good deal. I like watching your videos, Midnight Madness. It's super awesome. So if you use a passcode, just hit hashtag yes and let me know. I'm gonna see how many people uses like passcodes and everything for it, because that is definitely something like it's a necessity. It's not something like super you have to do, but it's something that'll keep your phone safe when you lose it or someone steals your phone, you know, because that's like definitely not a bad idea to use as a passcode. Alright, let's take a look at the next thing to protect your phone. Be selective with your apps. This kind of intertwines with the APK files, because you want to be careful what apps you download. The new app might look great, but with so many unknown third-party providers out there, it can be difficult to know how private and secure it may be. For that reason, it's best to go through a trusted app store like iTunes, Android Market, or Amazon, and to thoroughly check reviews before downloading any app and entering your personal information. Be particularly cautious with financial apps, the best which shouldn't require you to repeatedly enter account information in order to access your account. So obviously that is another no. That's obviously another thing that I've talked about a lot in the past, about how to protect your phones and what you need to do to protect those phones. It's basically just not downloading apps that are crap. apps that's got very low review ratings, as it's stated, not to download like financial apps that require multiple times the internet account information, because that is the easiest way to like get your information stolen. So that is definitely something you want to look out for, and definitely not like download apps. That's why I mentioned about the APK files. Those are definitely not something you want to continue to download and put your trust into the APK apps. But yeah, that is something definitely generally to think about. How many of you in the chat, when you download an app, you're like looking at the reviews and stuff like that? Because I know I personally do it. I'm trying to do it more on my daughter's phone, trying to make sure she doesn't download like the craziest things, because she's all about playing games on the phone. That's about it. That's really what she does, is just play games on the phone or watch YouTube or watch TikTok videos. But yeah. All right. Let's take a look at number 3. Don't click on suspicious links. This is another obvious one. I'm glad it's like the first few are like the most obvious ones. Maybe it's those tiny, almost indecipherable screens. Maybe it's a false sense of security, but for some reason, people are 3 times more likely to click on a suspicious links on their cell phone than on a PC. Our best advice for that: don't do it. Look more carefully at URL, especially if they're asking you to enter information. Most banks have pages explaining what they will and will not ask for. Do your research before divulging your personal data. I know, yeah, I just mentioned that just a second ago, Hyperstill. I've definitely got to change that. I got to like do, I gotta do a revamp of the rotating screen anyway, so that's definitely something I gotta do as well. But let's get back to the main live scene. Let me make sure my intro doesn't pop on, and we are going to take off the main ticker text and bring out the shout out text, and there we go. But yeah, so you don't. I know Facebook for 100% fact. Facebook is like full of these scams and everything. I know like just about every day with this particular group that I'm a part of, it's like what is it? It's like a group that sells stuff on there, and then occasionally you'll get some random person that will like just post up a link saying this and that, and then you go to check, then you kind of check the profile. That's not even a legit person on that profile, and then you see people just like asking for this information, clicking these links, and I tell them every single time, it's a scam, you idiots, it's not legit. And then right after that, I report it to the admins of the group and let them know that it's false. And then there's occasionally, when you're scrolling through the actual Facebook of your personal profile, you'll come across some random stuff that looks legit, but it's not legit. Once you click on it, it's like weird kind of stuff. So that is another thing that I stress, is just kind of look at your Facebook feed and just make sure if you see something that doesn't look right and it's fishy, just report it straight to Facebook. Let them know it's spam so that they can get their hands on it and start taking care of it. But as we know, Facebook is not 100% like all about that kind of stuff. They are not about protecting you or what is important to you, because you know it's Facebook. And then I know like emails and stuff, you get like suspicious links and stuff like that through your emails, and you can check them on your phone. So that's definitely something you don't want to do, is checking like the suspicious links through your email. So definitely kind of keep that in mind as you're searching through your emails and everything. All right, next one: enable remote wiping. Should your phone ever be lost or stolen, it would be great to erase your important data from afar. You can do this through remote wiping, and it's relatively easy to do on most devices. An iPhone, for example, simply requires you to enable Find My Phone on the device and sign up for an iCloud account, which will be your command central when it's time to wipe. There are some concerns about corporations using location tracking software like this to infringe upon personal privacy rights. Look up the company's policy and make sure it's something you're comfortable with before getting it all set up. What is up, Groovy Gaming? Thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you here. It's cool to see you here. And Hybrid still, so far, Groovy Gaming is in the lead with 5 answers correct. And today, I do have a bonus question within the trivia where you can earn 2 points with the bonus question. And it's basically going to reflect on like live streams or videos, that kind of deal. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're watching through stuff. But it's just going to mainly be like questions dealing with previous live streams. So that's something. And those hints about my live streams or certain videos that will be in the Discord, I will drop them for everybody to see, so that is something that you will definitely be able to catch in the near future. I know enable remote wiping. I know like Androids, they come with a particular app called Lookout, or something like that. I'm not too sure. Oh, that's the balloons. I'm not too sure the actual name of it. I think it's Lockout. And I know that right there, you can actually use that app to like, you know, enable wipe and stuff like that. So that's definitely something you could look forward to. I know there's 4 people here that it says there's 4 people here, which is really cool. Glad to see everybody. Glad everybody's here. So definitely look into remote wiping, and remember like the location tracking software, that kind of stuff. It's just important to kind of keep track of a lot of that stuff. All right. Number 5 is keep software up to date. Software updates often patch security and privacy holes users have found as they've tested the software out in the real world. Keeping your software up to date will mean you'll have the very latest solutions. That said, sometimes it makes sense to wait a week or 2 before installing the latest versions to see if there are any problems with the rollouts, which I'm sick in my computer chair. I hope you get a feeling better, Groovy Gaming. About flutes. But anyways, God, I just lost my train of thought. Thank you, Hybrid Still. We all know how, you know, like updates are kind of bad for some phones. I know like the LG versions of phones, they've have updates where they just totally brick the phone over time. I know my wife had that problem with an LG phone where she got a new phone automatically, and then the company that I used to work for, there used to be tons of people walking in with LG phones that they've taken an update and then they just automatically quit working, and people think it's like the battery or something, and it's not the battery, it is the phone that has taken the update, and the update has like caused issues. And then on top of that, as you can tell, like with the iPhones, all the updates that they have brought out has like destroyed something else within the devices, you know, like the charge gate where it's having issues with keeping charges, you know. And then on top of that, you have like the issue with FaceTime as well. You just have a bunch of issues within like the update. So it's definitely a good idea to wait about a week or so and make sure there ain't no problems with the updates itself when it comes across that point. All right. Number 6, use security applications. Both spyware and malware are becoming an increasingly formidable problem for mobile phone users. They track your whereabouts and send out personal information and slow down your phone. It can be difficult to avoid downloading these, and users often don't know they're running. To combat this, install security software just like you might have on your computer to protect your privacy against any unbeknownst mischief. Make sure that you keep the software up to date. As I mentioned, the Lockout or Lookout, whichever it is a security protection app that is for your Androids that generally automatically comes with the phone. There is a paid version to the Lockout, but they have the free version that automatically scans your apps anyways to make sure they're all good and make sure it's like protects your phone. So that's something definitely you want to think about and like get into the nitty-gritty of. Make sure you have some kind of software that is protecting your mobile device apps and stuff like that. So you definitely want to like keep track of that kind of coolness. Man, I never knew I taught so much. Yeah. But as I mentioned, guys and gals, if you want a live channel shout out, all you have to do is drop hashtag shout out in the chat, and you will definitely get a chance to get a live channel shout out. And as I stated, all the links to every single channel that I shout out will be in the chat. I cannot put the links in my description because how much stuff is in my description. I tried putting it in there before, but it took it right over the 5,000 limit, which is a lot of stuff down in my description, you know, as far as disclaimers for the giveaway, you know, disclaimers for the shoutouts, and then also rules and stuff like that are down there. So that's a lot of information that I got in my channel to cover my butt on a lot of things. All right. Oh, snap. Oh, man, I was about to say I lost my page. Alright, number 6, we already did number 6. Number 7, stay off of open Wi-Fi networks. Since smartphones are now acting like mini PCs, avoid unknown open Wi-Fi networks, just like you would on your PC as you type. Malicious hotspots can transmit your credit card information and passwords without you knowing it. So basically, what this is talking about, if you have been into a McDonald's, they do have their free Wi-Fi. Starbucks has their free Wi-Fi. Motels have free Wi-Fi when you are like booked into the motels, stuff like that. All these places has this free Wi-Fi, but keep in mind these are open networks. There's a lot of people that are on the same network, so you can easily have your information stolen within those networks. I generally try to avoid using like McDonald's or Starbucks because that simple fact that their Wi-Fi's are not closed Wi-Fi's. You know, it's just, it's open basis mobile hotspots. It's just, you want to try to avoid those as much as you possibly can. Use your data on your phone, and if you got to pay for your data like, you know, most people do, then try to wait till you get home to get to your Wi-Fi, because your Wi-Fi at your home will be more secure. Unless your Wi-Fi at home is open network as well, then you definitely won't want to do that. You want to try to stay away from open networks and stuff like that as much as possible. So definitely keep that in mind as you're connecting. How will I live without free Wi-Fi? Screw my credit card. Yeah, you could go with free Wi-Fi, but you know, as I mentioned, you know, like those are open networks. They're not safe. They're But alright, off to number 8. Write down your IMEI number. Every phone has a 15-digit serial number called an IMEI, International Mobile Equipment Identity, which can come in handy if your phone is ever lost or stolen. You'll find it behind your phone's battery or in the setting. It is well worth writing it down, as it can speed the process of getting the phone back to you. Which, to be honest, I've never known about that. I've never thought about writing down my IMEI number, because if I write it down, I eventually lose the IMEI number. So I don't really necessarily, I really don't need it. I mean, granted, I should be doing it, but you know, I've already got like the necessary steps already. You know, kind of don't do free Wi-Fi's. I don't do like the malicious apps and stuff like that. I don't really download all that kind of stuff. So that is definitely something I don't think about, and I'm definitely going to start doing that here shortly. My nose itches. Give me just a second. There. Maybe that'll work. I keep, unless it's it's probably tickling my nose. And I know Hybrid Steel is about to say something about me messing with my nose and everything. So Hybrid Steel, you could go ahead, say something about me messing with my nose. Anyways, alright, back up your phone regularly. Backing up your phone means you'll always have access to all your photos, music, apps, and whatever else. This is one of course important case your phone gets lost or stolen, but it can also come in handy when you're doing an OS update and experience a loss of data. It happens. Make sure to back up at least once a day for the best results, or consider using automatic syncing with a cloud program. So that's definitely something you want to look out for. You want to definitely like have ways to back up your your stuff in your phones, you know, like photos and stuff like that. I know, like, I have OneDrive on my phone, so I'm able to like send stuff, and then also have like the Google One and Google Drive and stuff like that. But so yeah, that's definitely something really cool to look into, is backing up your mobile devices. Alright, guard the data on your SIM card. This is another obvious one. If you decide to sell your cell phone, there are a number of things you should do before shipping it off to a stranger. One of the most important is to remove both your SIM and your SD card, both of which contain a wealth of data. Do this when sending your phone info repairs as well, particularly if you don't know your repair shop well. So that is that's definitely something that in the past when I worked for, your nose itches, my eyes are bleeding looking at this Nightbot character. Yeah, it comes in handy, you know, it definitely comes in handy when people are bad, you know, that kind of deal. But yeah, so it's definitely worth your while to like take out the SIM cards and stuff. So if you drop your phone and break it, take it to a company or take it to somebody that you don't know. I recommend just taking it out before you hand it off to the guys. But usually most of your legit companies are trustworthy and they won't like deal with it. But then again, you can't never trust the person behind the desk of whatever company you work for. So that is definitely something to keep out for. There are many security risks for smartphone users today, and the risks will continue to grow along with the device's popularity. Protect your phone, your data, and yourself by implementing just a few simple measures. Good luck and stay safe. So that is definitely something worth your while. So we are definitely, if you have any questions about what I just talked about here, if not, we are going to definitely get into the trivia portion of today's live stream. Nightbot has feelings too. Yes. Like Nightbot matters. But alright, I am going to take a little break here. I've got to go do something real quick, and we'll definitely be right back. And here we go. And when I get back, we are going to jump right into the live trap. I mean, not live trivia. Are you ready for trivia? I am. The way this works, you need to have the correct answer as well as the correct spelling. So let's get into trivia. Okay, we are here. We are back with some live trivia today. I cannot wait to get into this. I can't wait to see who is going to win today's trivia. Let me get my handy dandy pen out, wherever my pen went, so I can keep track of who won the answers, who got the answers right. As I mentioned, all the questions and everything will be dealing with nothing but tech. And so let's get into this really cool, fun stuff. DB Gaming, what is up? Thank you for stopping by. Glad you are here. And that is really cool. You're out about with the family at Costco. But okay, let's get into the very first question. This is somewhat kind of tech. It is, I guess you'd say it's tech, but it is a movie question. What was the name of the robot from the movie Short Circuit? Again, what was the name of the robot from the movie Short Circuit? Man, this is super awesome. I am so excited because I can't wait to like show you all this cool stuff. And then as well, I'm going to be doing a recording today as well. I will be doing a review on the Oculus little phone charger here. That's really cool. I like the way this thing looks. It kind of looks like a octopus or something. But yeah, let's do this. But again, if you didn't hear the question, what was the name of the robot from the movie Short Circuit? Yes, Hybrid Steel, you have got it, my friend. Hybrid Steel gets the first point on the board. Short Circuit is an old movie. I think there's at least 2 or 3 of them. That was one of my favorite movies as I was growing up as a kid. And I'm not too sure if any of you guys out there remember Batteries Not Included as well. That was also one of my favorite movies. I enjoyed watching that because it's something my grandmother loved. And we used to sit around the TV just watching all these really old movies. And it's fun to watch this type of movies. You know, I may try to throw in a movie question that deals with tech and the, like, every single trivia, you know, just besides straight up tech questions, because eventually I'm going to run out of questions and answers because, but, you know, that's what Google's for, you know, that's definitely what Google's for. So how many, two of the film mid-80s. So yeah. Alright. The next question on today's trivia. Who invented the first lithium battery? Again, who invented the first lithium battery? Alright, so yeah, another note, we are going to be talking about a few other things in the near future. I am not too sure on what I'm going to be like looking at as far as I don't know what I'm doing that for. But yeah, so I got a Bluetooth speaker here. I got to do a review on right here. This is the Bluetooth speaker I got to do a review on, and then I'm also going to do like a video for the giveaway for the Comcare, and then also got a video. Yep, Hybrid Steel again. He is 2 points on the board for the trivia for today. Man, Hybrid, if you win today, you'll have 2 stickers coming to you. That's kind of funny. Alright, the next thing, the next trivia, who invented the first rechargeable battery? Again, who invented the first rechargeable battery? This should be interesting. M. Stanley, wait a minute, who's that? Who invented the first rechargeable battery? This is gonna be cool. Really, this guy, he when he invented the first rechargeable battery, it was based on lead and acid, a system that is still used today, which is lead acid batteries. So that's really cool that I did. Hybrid Steel, you got it again, my friend. Wow, Hybrid Steel is on the board with 3 points. Wow, we got some really cool. But as I stated a few minutes ago, I do have a bonus question that's going to come up that will give you 2 points. So that kind of helps you out if you get the last 3 there, Mr. Midnight Madness. All right, what year was the first iPhone invented? Again, what year was the first iPhone invented? I've also got like a merchandise store, so if you haven't already like checked it out or kind of just taken a peek at it, there's a lot of really cool stuff on my merchandise store. As you can tell, I have a Canva print 16 by 16 of my Where Tap Matters motto. Groovy, you actually won last week's trivia, so you're definitely going to get the sticker coming to you. I've already, right here is 3 envelopes, 1 for you, Hybrid, and as well as Crypto Cruises. So you won last week's trivia, so you will be getting Groovy Gaming. You've got that one right, my friend. And Hybrid Steel, he went the extra step and got the date and the month that it was first invented. Alright, the next question. Who invented the Samsung phones? Again, who invented the Samsung phones? Wow. I like doing this. But again, Groovy Gaming, the stickers are every week kind of based things, so they will be coming out to everybody. I just got to get with you and get your address within the Discord, and Hybrid Steel and Midnight Madness and Neil Crypto Cruising. I already got a Hybrid Steel's address, and then Crypto Cruising, I gotta get with him and get his address as well for his sticker as well. So that's something definitely to look out for. But yeah, so what else I could talk about is it's just in general more videos, and then on top of that, guys, I am working on a second channel. I haven't like got it fully up and running, operational yet. I am working on the channel art as we speak. I am going to get Hybrid Steel with the 4th. Wow, Hybrid Steel, you're on the board with 4 points. Alright, and the bonus question for today's live stream, as I stated, it is worth 2 points. What was last week's stream mobile device topic? What was last week's mobile device topic? As I mentioned, these bonus questions, then the answers, they will be popping up within the Discord. So if you haven't already, looked in the Discord, the answer to this question is definitely in the Discord, or you could just like take a look at the previous live stream. But anyways, what was last week's mobile device topic? About broke the Oculus here. But anyways, yeah, so right before here, I did a little tech kind of thing. I went out to my truck and disconnected the radio and the navigation screen and everything. To be honest, just check the Discord, guys and gals. It is definitely on the Discord because I put it up there for you guys. Where's it at? I gotta get to it because I know it's there because I mentioned it. Because I knew a lot of people wouldn't remember it, so that's how I'm gonna try to keep it like known for you guys. Is like just drop it in the Discord. Where we at? There it is. Yep. There it is. I see it. There you are. Groovy Gaming got the bonus question. It was car chargers good or bad? Awesome job, Groovy Gaming. You are down with 2 points, but as I stated, we'll see who has got the win here for today's live stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hybrid Steel, you have got the live stream's trivia win today, so you are well off to getting you 2 stickers as well. So Hybrid Steel has won today's live stream trivia. I know, Hybrid Steel, but as I said, it's in the Discord. I'm gonna just keep it kind of. The bonus questions will definitely be in the Discord. I may have a section in the Discord where it just kind of goes right to it, where you'll see the answer there and everything. So it kind of helps it along the way, that kind of deal, to kind of give you guys a help on it. And then you never know. But anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's jump into the shoutouts. And before I get into the shoutouts, guys, if you haven't already done so and you want to see more tech and you want to see where it matters to you, hit the subscribe and the bell notification, guys, because it's definitely a fun time. And I am having fun with these guys and gals in this chat. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the shoutout. See, let's go ahead and get into the live shout out portion of today's live stream. It is shout out time, so let's get ready. Let's look at some awesome channels, and if you want, you are more welcome to subscribe to any of these channels that I pull up. Their links will be in the chat. So let's go ahead, let's hop into the shout outs for today's live stream. As I normally do, I started off with the channel and the most important channel for today. Well, granted, they're all important channels in today's live stream, but this is my channel, and as I mentioned, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. Mr. Turbuild, welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you in the live stream today. Glad to see you here. But anyway, so guys and gals, as I mentioned, this is definitely a channel where tech matters, tech reviews and tips every single Monday, and as well as live streams. As you are know, it is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It used to be 3:30 p.m. Eastern, but I figured I'll start going a little bit live, a little bit early. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the very first channel of today's live stream. First one we're going to talk about is Zach Talks Tech, Mobile, Gadgets, and Attitude. This guy is super awesome. I like his channel. I like the way he does everything. The lightsabers and everything. Just a fun speaker Devon. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't seen that. I'm definitely glad to check this out. Studio tour. If you're down with tech and you want to see more tech videos just like mine, where I talk about tech, but he does like mobile devices and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend checking it out. And I do need my live chat to pop out here because I'm not going to deal with the Streamlabs part of it. So we got that. So let's get back to Zach Talks Tech. So again, all the awesome, really cool stuff. Like as I said, the channel links will be in the chat for you guys to like look it up as well, because I can't put it down in the description because the fact that there's way too many people in it. Alright, the next one we're gonna look at Brian G. Johnson. Stake your claim, amplify your message. This guy is down with everything. He is the guy, if you want to learn everything you could possibly learn about the algorithm, this is the man. This is the guy that will teach you what you need to know about the algorithm. And I watched a lot of his videos just to see what it was. Before 10 views a day, it's just, he's really cool. So it's definitely something you want to look at and definitely like take part in to see what it is. He does have a Facebook group, which is called Tube Ritual on Facebook. I don't have a link to it. If Hybrid or Midnight Madness, if you're part of the Tube Ritual group, do me a favor, drop the link in the chat for me. So that people that are in the chat, how many monitors do you have? I have two, Groovy Gaming. I have this one, which is one you're looking at with the live shout out. Then I have the other one sitting off to the side. And I'm hoping in the near future to get a third monitor. I'm not too sure why I need a third monitor, but I don't know. But anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look at another channel. We are going to look at Brianna Faith. This young lady, she does music and dance, and she is live right now with her weekend house party, which is really cool. I love her music. I love her style of music, and it's just really cool. Really cool stuff that she does with her channel, and as you can tell, she is a very beautiful girl, and it's just, man, I love her music. It's a matter of fact, it's the way when I test like certain products, you know, like headsets and like my speakers, I go to YouTube and I've got a list of certain songs that I want to use and test out the bass, and her songs have got that really kicking bass because it's industrial music. And to be honest, I never knew what industrial music was until I found Brianna Faith, and she's got me hooked on it. So I've definitely listened to her music every day. So if you're down with industrial music, 12lets monitor? What 12lets? Oh, that's cool. Yes. That would be an awesome hybrid still. But again, if you're down with the type of music, I definitely would recommend checking out her channel because her music is definitely the way to go. Alright, the next one we're going to look at Midnight Madness 4x4 racing crashes, onboards, live streams, plus more. This guy, he is really cool. He is starting to get back into the riding, the racing. He does live podcasts with drivers. It is really cool to see this guy doing what he does. And, you know, I've known Charlie, well, Midnight Madness for a while now, and I've just seen how much he has grown and what he has done to the channel. It is super cool to see what he has done with the channel. Yeah, this is super cool. I watched a lot of his videos. It's just really, he's just a really cool guy. So if you're down with like monster trucks or trucks in general, which I am definitely have to be. So definitely here is a link for yours truly, Midnight Madness 4x4. Yeah, let me get something to drink here real quick. I see something here. What do we got here? Oh, that's just Hybrid still taking a talk to me. Anyways, all right. Midnight Madness' link is in the chat. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, all the links that you see of the live channel shoutouts will be in the chat so that you're able to click on it. There will be replays of this as well, so you'll definitely be able to catch it all afterwards. And then in the near future, once I start making videos about a lot of these topics that I do within these live streams, I would definitely be like trying to make this go unlisted after a while. But anyway, so before we get back, well, get into more channels, what I'm going to show you guys, it is my live storefront to my merchandise. I have shirts, I have sweatshirts, I have banners, I have stickers, I have phone cases, I have coffee mugs, I have posters. This is the Canva print one that is like the 16 by 16, which is right there, which kind of sucks. So I'm definitely going to have to get a poster or something in the near future, just kind of put it behind me. But I don't think I want to do the Where Text Matter because I've already got so many Where Text Matter stuff as well on around me, you know, like the camera print and plus the marquee light back behind my head. But anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's jump into the next one. We have Professor Nez. He's a really cool guy. Discover who you are. Share your story with the world. Inspirational videos every week. And unfortunately, Mr. Nez is not going live today, which is a sad day. I'll enjoy his live streams. And, you know, it's just a wicked weekend. None of us don't really know what to do with our weekends because the fact that Nick Nimmin didn't go live, D Nimmin didn't go live, and Professor Nez is not going live. What? Yeah, well, Hyperstill, there's a lot. I don't have everything like up yet on my storefront. There's a lot of stuff that I could do with the storefront. I just haven't got them into it. I'm not like keen on like just throwing a lot of stuff out there. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff, kids shirts, it's got pants, it's got a lot of stuff on it. So it's just out there. It's just haven't really got I just haven't like put it all on my storefront yet. I already got it made. I'm, you know, just working on what I can. But alright, the next and final one, well, not final one because we got two more, are jigging with, wait, did I do no, I didn't. How dare me? Where is he at? I gotta go back to Professor Nez. I made a mistake. Let's go back to Professor Nez. I didn't put his channel link in the in the chat. Professor Nez, where you at? I gotta put his, there he is. I did do his channel link, so I've got to put his channel link in the chat so that you guys can click on it because this guy is really cool. I like the stuff that he drops. He drops a lot of knowledge to you guys when he's doing his live stream. So I recommend checking his live streams out when you can. As I stated, he normally goes lives usually maybe an hour after me, which is around 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check it out. But Jigging with Jordan, this guy is really cool. He is a treasure hunter. He dives into oceans. He does a lot of bow fishing, a lot of spear fishing. He does a lot of really cool stuff, and this guy is down to earth. He is actually from my hometown, and it's really cool to know somebody like this back in my hometown, and it's just his videos are amazingly good. So if you're down with this type of content, I recommend checking out Mr. Jigging with Jordan. And there we go. Alright, the next and final channel, it is Hyperstill Gaming Tips and Reviews live streams weekdays 21:30 GMT, which usually around my time, that is normally 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you're from the States, that is about the time he normally goes. Yeah, yes, that is. I'm used to waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays to watch Nick and D, but man, that is not happening. But anyways, guys, he does a lot of really good reviews, and to be honest, his channel, his gaming channel is probably the only gaming channel I go to watch far as reviews and just to watch his live streams because there's a lot of really cool stuff that he does within his channel, and it's different. I've watched a lot of gaming channels in the past, and they have not been as up to date as to what I want it to be, and Hybrid still has met a lot of the expectations within me searching for a gaming channel. So if you're into the gaming aspect of everything and you want to learn more about gaming and stuff like that, I recommend checking out Hybridstill's channel. I'm not sure Midnight Madness, but here is the link to Hybridstill. So if you're down with Hybridstill, I got two words. I got one word for you. Subscribe. Anyways, back to this. This is the really cool guy. This is the guy that you are watching right now. If you haven't done so, just hit the subscribe and the bell notification, guys, because that would be happy for me. But anyways, let's exit out this part of it right here. Let's get the live dashboard, and let's go back to the new chat scene. Well, no, we'll go to the main chat scene, and we'll get this right here, and then we'll bring up the main ticker text as well. I got to get my phone set up with the Streamlabs kind of thing. But anyways, guys, that was all the really cool channels that I have no idea. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. But yeah, so it's definitely cool, and are an hour into the stream, which as is 3:30 as usual. And I've enjoyed today's live stream, even though a lot of people didn't show up. There's only 4 people here, which is fine. I've got really cool supporters. Thank you, Hyperstill, Midnight Madness, Groovy Gaming, MMA Pixels, DB Gaming for stopping by. I'm glad everybody that showed up is here to support me, and we'll definitely be doing this in the near future. Yes, that is definitely a good point there, Groovy Gaming. And as far as the winner of today's trivia, it is Hybrid Steel. And Groovy Gaming, you have 3 points added to your score, so we'll definitely be doing more in the near future. And next week's live streams, I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about, but we'll be thinking about it. And we got 2 more weeks, which next week's, I think, and then the 31st is the last stream of March, and that will determine who will win the pillow of the month and stuff like that. And then next month I will try to do something a little bit different. It may be a shirt from my merchandise store, it may be a gift card. I am not too sure what it'll be. But anyways, guys, I hope to see you guys soon. And remember, tomorrow I will be dropping my newest video on the Oculus review, and I hope to see you guys in the chat and everything else. Yes, it is. And thank you guys. But anyways, guys, you guys rock, and I hope to see you in the near future. Peace out.